Hi everybody, welcome back to my YouTube channel. So in today's video, I'm going to be sharing with you guys everything that I was gifted for my birthday. My birthday was October 13th, so just a few days ago. I received a ton of coloring books from some of my viewers on Twitch, who also watch my YouTube channel and know how much I love coloring. They've done it again. They've spoiled me rotten. We have so many coloring books here to share with you. And I also am going to sneak in a few things that I've picked up over the past couple months that I haven't shown on the channel yet. So without further ado, let's jump into this huge haul. I hope that you enjoy it. Okay, so the first thing I want to start with are the few supplies that I got gifted, and the biggest, most exciting package I opened was this set of Caran d'Ache 40 Super Color Aquarelle watercolor pencils. If you had just maybe watched my video that I did with Michaela over on her channel, she asked me a few questions, and one of the questions was, what is the most wanted item on my wish list currently? And this is actually the item that I said in that video, and lo and behold, it was gifted to me, and I'm literally so over the moon excited that I own a set of Super Color watercolor pencils. I've been watching people use watercolor pencils, and a lot of the time these are the ones they're using, and they are literally so beautiful. So here's the packaging. It is a set of 40 pencils. I've already taken them out of this tin, so I'll show you here. I've put them in this pencil pouch, which is actually another item that I was gifted. I got this new lavender pencil pouch. I think this one is about 160 pencils, so I've put the super colors in here. That's kind of what they look like. I'm so excited to swatch these. They end there. And then these pencils are the watercolor pencils I already had, the Faber-Castell watercolor pencils here, and then these are the Quinchon pastel watercolor pencils. So I decided to put all my watercolor pencils in one pencil pouch together. So yeah, these are really beautiful pencils, and I can't say thank you enough. I'm so excited to have this set now. The next supplies I was gifted are the Arteza Fine Liners Iconic Pens, the full range, the 120 set. So these are the colors here. I've also taken them out of this tin. And again, this person was kind enough to think ahead for me, and the pens came along with this pencil pouch. It's super cute. It's one of the fairly big pencil pouches. I think this one is a little over 200 slots. So I have the fine liners here. And I had to do some of them close because there weren't enough spaces to do every other space. But yeah, that's how I like to store these types of pens. And yeah, I'm really excited to have some fine liners, because fine liners were the one thing in my collection that I didn't own any of. So now I have 120 freaking colors. So I will never be lacking a fine liner ever again. So yeah, so those were the only supplies that I got gifted, and then the pencil pouches. So now everything else is going to be coloring books. Okay, so I did just want to start with some of the coloring books I've picked up for myself over the past couple months / this month. So I did want to pick up a few new Halloween books, and I picked up Mystic Misfits, a travel size coloring book by White Stag. This is actually my first coloring book by White Stag. It's a nice little pocket size. Really cute images. And I actually saw Coffee and Coloring color this page in her previous finished pages video, and my birthday is on October 13th, so I figured this would be a perfect page for me to color. So this is actually why I bought this book, was specifically to color this page. So hopefully I'll get to it this month for sure. Next, I picked up April Amber's Chibi Girls Halloween coloring book. So I like to do split colorings with my mom and my sister. If you guys have been on this channel before, we do lots of Chibi Girl split colorings. So I wanted to have the Halloween book to hopefully do a few Halloween themed split colorings. So we did pick a few pages to do. This one's really cute. It's a lot more detailed than April Amber's other Chibi Girl books. There's a lot going on in the background versus it just being the Chibi. So if you like a little bit more detail, this is a good book. But very standard, cute April Amber Chibi Girl style. So those were the two books I picked up in October. And the next couple books are ones I picked up, I think, in August or September. I think September. So I went to Joann's, and they were having a like 40% off their books, including coloring books. So I picked up Mystery Colors Baby Animals. This is my first mystery coloring book. So it's a color by number. And these are some of the images in it. It's all baby animals. I haven't got a chance to color in this yet, but I'm excited to see how this style of art comes out. Then also at Joann's, I picked up A Million Llamas by Lulu Mayo. They had a few of Lulu Mayo's books there, and this is one that I don't have yet in my collection, and I would like to collect them all, minus I think the dogs one. A Million Dogs. I don't think I want that one, but I want all the other ones. So now I have llamas. I still need to do a page out of this one as well. Then I think in August I went to Barnes & Noble, and I picked up sometimes they have like the newest Coloring Heaven magazine, sometimes they have older issues, but Barnes & Noble is where I usually always buy my Coloring Heaven magazines. If you guys didn't know, you can get them there. So this one's the Fantasy Figures special. And I saw a flip of this, and I was like, yep, I definitely need this book. The images in this one are so pretty and like whimsical and fantasy inspired, and yeah, makes me nervous, but so pretty. So I had to pick this one up. And then in that same trip to Barnes & Noble, I found A Million Cute Animals. This is, I think, one of Lulu Mayo's newer releases. So I had to take it home with me. So this one is like a mix of all the animals that she likes to draw. So it's a good, if you only want to get one Lulu Mayo book, I would suggest getting the cute animals, because then you get a range of all of her books into one. Alright, so now I'm going to go ahead and jump into all of the books that I have been gifted for my birthday. So from this point forward, everything was gifted off of my wish list from my viewers over on Twitch who also watch my YouTube videos. So thank you so much to everybody. You guys already know how much I appreciate you guys spoiling me for my birthday. So the first book I have is 50 Halloween Miniatures by Camila Angelkova. I'm super excited to add this to my miniature collection. I really, really want to get to a page this month. I've been seeing some beautiful finished pages going around on Instagram already, so I'm really looking forward to sit down and doing a page out of this book this month. I am going to try and keep this a little speedy so this video isn't super long. Plus, I feel like a lot of these books you guys have probably seen recently. This one is Chibi Girls Halloween by Coco Wayo. Super freaking cute. Can't go wrong with the Chibi Girls by Kawaii. All their books are adorable. Would also love to do one out of this book, but I have so many books that I want to get to pages, and I haven't had a lot of time to color so far this month, so we'll see if I get to a page out of this one. If not, I will definitely be coloring from this book all year round. Next, we have Wee Wicked's coloring book by Carla Magana. So a lot of these books have been on my wish list for quite some time. My wish list is like ever growing. It never seems to shrink. It just always grows and grows and grows. So I think a lot of the people who gifted me books kind of just scrolled through and picked out what they thought were cool. So these books aren't necessarily newly added. They might have been on my wish list for a really long time, but these are just what they decided looked cool or they thought that I might like. So this one is her Wee Wickeds. I really like the size of this book. It's a little bit bigger than a pocket size, but smaller than your normal A5 size. The images in this one are really, really fun, and I feel like I don't see very many people color out of this one, even though this book honestly feels like it's her best like Halloween themed coloring book. Like out of all of Carla's books, Wee Wickeds is like the Halloween coloring book. So we'll see if I can color in this one this month as well. Next up is Tentacle Kitty. Speaking of things that have been on my wish list forever, this has actually been on my wish list since I started making coloring videos. And I like this book because it's a bunch of different art styles and it's single-sided. So on the other side, it's just this like wallpaper pattern. So you can 100% use markers in this. No problem. So Tentacle Kitty coloring book is, like I said, it's by a bunch of, it says created by John Merritt. So he must have just got the rights to, oh, there you go. There's your list of illustrators in this book. So a whole bunch of different people. Next up is Tattoo Black Background, Color by Number by Color Questopia. This is actually my second Color Questopia Color by Number. I tend to not like Color Questopia Color by Numbers, typically just because I feel like their color palette is always weird. Or to me, I just feel like it's not very thoughtful. Like they tend to just like put every color on the page and not necessarily think about like what actually goes well with each other. So I tend to not love their palettes. So I don't have a lot of their books, but I've seen a few finished pages in this book with shading and extra detail, and I thought it looked really fun. So yeah, super simple, bold images. Easy to do with Color by Number. Next up is Trippy Chicks, adult coloring book by Durian Attic. So this is a tiny little thin book. Honestly, another book that's been on my wish list forever. So this is what the images look like in here. Lots of hair, lots of beautiful women to color. My sister actually has this coloring book as well, so hopefully we can do maybe a buddy color in it. I know she's done a few pages already, but it'd be fun to color the same page now that we both have this book. Next is Halloween coloring book by Molly Harrison, Witches, Vampires, and Cats Galore. I think this is my first Molly Harrison coloring book. I could be mistaken. I might have another one by her, but this has a lot of her different art styles, which is why I liked this one. So it's not all just like the tiny little chibs. It's not all just like her fairy style. There's a little bit of everything in this one. simple, easy Halloween coloring book. Next, I have Creepy Kawaii, and this one I'm really excited that I own. Finally, I've been wanting this one for a really long time. So, Creepy Kawaii Pastel Goth Coloring Book by Louisa May. Single-sided pages. There's no doubles in this one. Super bold lines. Super easy coloring, but you can really make these pop off the page. Obviously, you can do them all in pastel. If you're not very into the creepy Halloween books, something like this, if you still want to get into the holiday spirit, is really good. And I'm just really happy I own this one, finally. Next up is another Halloween book. This is 50 Halloween Mandalas, Color by Number by such and such Deva. I definitely want to get to this book this month just because it seems really simple. The images aren't very big, aren't very detailed. I really want to color one of these for sure this month. So I really like this idea of themed mandalas. So I think this is my first one that's not your just traditional mandala. So this is really fun, and I'm excited to color in this one. Who am I kidding? I'm excited to color in all of these books. Next up is Chibi Animal Girls Coloring Book by Louisa May. Look how cute this is. I'm pretty sure this is one of her newer releases. I love Louisa May's art. So I am more than happy to add this to the collection. Very, very cute. Next, I have Magical Fairies by Marjorie Sarnett, a Creative Haven coloring book. So that's what these look like. They're very, very, sorry, I'm not like opening it up all the way. They're very detailed, kind of intimidating pages, not gonna lie, but when you see the finished product, they have a few finished images, and then like from other colorists, the finished products look so beautiful. So I was like super inspired, and that's why I added this to my wish list. So paper feels really smooth and nice too in these books. So I'm excited to hopefully get the courage to do something in this book soon. Then we have Cute Stuff Coloring Book by Coco Wyo. So this one is adorable. And the reason I wanted this book was because I know that my mom doesn't love to color hair and skin and eyes in the chibis, and that's pretty much all we color our chibis. So I wanted something a little simple and easy, maybe to give her an option if she didn't want to do chibi girls. That could still be fun and cute, but simple. So hopefully me and my mom can do some split colorings in this book together, because it's very sweet and cute, and I think pretty simple, easy coloring, which I think is what my mom is very into. So hopefully you'll see some splits in this book in the future. Next up is Magical Jungle by Johanna Basford. I did not have Magical Jungle in my collection. I think I'm only missing, Lost Ocean, but I don't even think I have Lost Ocean on my wish list because that one's just not really my taste. But Magical Jungle was one I've had my eye on for a while, and I finally have it now. I am a big fan of Johanna Basford's art, and especially the finished pages. Whenever I see a finished page in Johanna Basford, I almost always love it. I love the way her artwork can be colored, and it's very inspiring to me. I love following tutorials out of these books as well. It helps me learn how to color with colored pencils a lot. So now that I have, that's why I wanted to have like all of her books. So whenever I see a tutorial, I know that I have that page and I can go and follow it and learn some new techniques and stuff, because people do some amazing pages in her books. Then I have another Johanna Basford, Ivy the Inky Butterfly. I'm so excited. This might be my favorite book I was gifted because I've been wanting this book for so long. So long. Not only is it a coloring book, it's also a storybook. So I have to read the story at some point. I think that this book would be stunning colored front to back. It would be such a piece, like just such an amazing thing to like have in your collection, like this fully colored book. Again, the paper is really nice quality. It does intimidate me, but I'm just so happy I own this finally in my collection. We're down to the last few books. So we have Creative Havens by the Sea, Color by Number by George Choufexis. So I have his spring color by number, which was the only one that I had. And I really enjoyed the page that I did in there. So I went and I added a few more of his color by numbers to the wish list. And I was lucky enough to get a few for my birthday. So here are the finishes, all sea themed. You kind of get the idea. George Choufexis color by numbers are beautiful. So beautiful that I got another one. I have Autumn Inspirations color by number. 'Tis the season. If I don't color in it this month, I'll definitely be getting to it either in November or December. Yeah. Again, it's just if you like the nature, or if you like paint by numbers, that gives me, his books give me very much like paint by number. You have the color key here on the side. Some more of the finishes. I've seen people finish pages in these and they always look so beautiful, just like so much talent. So I want to join the club, so I'm excited that I have Autumn Inspirations for the season. And the last coloring book I have to share with you guys is Festive Mexican Talavera Designs coloring book by Creative Haven. This one is by Marjorie Sarnett again. So now I have two of her coloring havens, yeah. I was confused between saying heaven and haven. But yeah, again, so if you see, the finished artwork is so stunning that I was like, okay, this book is awesome, and I want to do it justice and do something really fun in this book. So hopefully I'll be able to, like, look how pretty that is. Yeah, I'm a really big fan of this book, and I hope I can color something really stunning in it. So that's the last book, you guys. I really hope you enjoyed hanging out with me and getting to see all of the amazing books I was gifted this year for my birthday. Again, I just want to say a huge thank you to everyone who did purchase something for me this year. You guys always go above and beyond. It's never expected, but you guys always truly spoil me and support this hobby of coloring to the greatest length you possibly can, and I appreciate it more than you know. Coloring just brings me so much joy, and having so many options and pages to look at and decide to color in is just, it just so makes me so happy. So I couldn't be happier with these birthday presents. So thank you so much. Thank you for just hanging out and watching and being interested in this video as well. If you haven't subscribed already and you enjoy the content on this channel, definitely think about subscribing. Possibly give the video a thumbs up. The majority of people who watch my videos actually aren't subscribed. So if you don't want to miss out on videos, definitely sub, turn on the notifications. And I've also been trying to go live on YouTube. If you saw, I went live twice this month. So if you have notifications on, you'll definitely be alerted to when I do a live coloring over here on YouTube. Oh, I also did just want to ask you guys, this is everything that is coloring related, since this channel is obviously about adult coloring. I did want to just share with you everything I got as far as coloring books and such, but I also did receive quite a few reading books. If anyone is interested in possibly seeing a haul of what I got for my birthday as far as reading books go, let me know. I'd probably do like a sit down video so I could like talk about each book and say a little bit about what it's about. If you guys are interested at all in what I'm interested in reading or what books I got for my birthday, please let me know. Leave a comment. I don't want to make it if no one really is interested, since I know that this is more of like a coloring video or a coloring channel. So if you are interested, just leave me a comment and I'll be more than happy to gush and show all of the books that I received for my birthday as well. Anyways, guys, thank you so much for hanging out with me for a bit. I hope you have a great rest of your day or evening, and I will talk to you guys in my next video. Bye!